Hey guys, I'm Melhorn. Can you have too much bait in the waters that you're fishing? Well, stay tuned. We're gonna find out.
I think I got one going back to the boat if he didn't drop it, and he may have. Nope, yep. There he is. He's there. Oh, that one was up on the bank. And it ran back out to some deeper water. I don't think he's around my anchor. No, look, there he is. Oh, it's a good blue. Let me get a net for him. Whoa. I'm out here 3 days in a row, well before daylight. I catch all my fish after the sun comes up. There we go. There we go. Sorry about the sun behind me. Fish number one in the boat. Do a little work here. Big boy. Ah, dang. How far down did you take that? You know what? You are going to get to keep that one. He swallowed it. He gets to keep it. All right. All right. So get away. Yeah. We'll take him. We'll take him. There he is, guys. Nice 14-pound fish. Good little start on the morning. Happy, happy. Let's get him back alive.
There it is, guys. Fish number one. I've been sitting here for an hour. Was contemplating my next move. I tell you, I've been out here before daylight several days, and my before daylight bite is just not happening. I love being out here. I have some days where that is the time to be here. I guess that's what I'm trying to relive. But right now, it's been once the sun's got up, and there's one about 14, 15 pounds. After the sun's up on chicken, I've got them split evenly, kind of just scattered around the boat. Got some pieces of cut bait out, bigger pieces. Trying to get maybe a flathead or a bigger blue in here, but marked some stuff on the sonar coming in, kind of right on the channel edge, and I think there's a chance. I'm gonna give it a little bit. Not sure exactly how long, maybe another 30 minutes since I caught that one, and then I'm gonna do some dragging in the same area. I think there's some fish around in here, mark some stuff. Should be some perch. I caught perch in here yesterday, so we'll give this a few more minutes, and then we'll decide what we're gonna do. I think I may have one going on. Chicken bait, maybe. Yep, he stayed buttoned. He stayed buttoned. I'll take him. Not a big fish, but happy to get bit. That one fish is the only one I caught anchored up, so I'd have decided to come over here and do some dragging. I got chicken on this side of the boat, starboard side today, and I got some perch on the port side. This feels like a channel cat. He's all herky-jerky. First one. Oh, yeah, it is a channel cat. Simma. Get him up here. Same rig as the last one. I had to cut the hook off. That one fish had swallowed it pretty good. That one released alive, a little chicken. Yeah, one of these trophy cat tackle rattles. Make a little noise. That's 2 in a row on it. Maybe it's inciting a little bite. Let's get it back in the water. Boom, got a planer board right there. On the chicken side. Feels like a decent fish. Dragging down through here nice and slow.
A lot of perch around, a lot of perch on the screen. Oh, I think I'm in that other line. I think I'm in the other planer. You would think we would be getting hit more on the perch, but we end up getting hit on the chicken. I never get that. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Get this planer off of here. I got a feeling that one is in the other planer. Don't ever understand how that happens with these lines so far apart, but it will happen. Get that untangled off the end of that rod. Maybe he's not in the planer. Might just be heavier than I thought. We'll see. Got my old ancient mariner reel back on the boat. People have been asking about Pinky. Pinky's sitting in my shop at home. I hadn't put it back on recently. I was swapping some stuff around, trying some different stuff. I hadn't put it back on the boat. There we go, big feller. Oh, it's a good fish. Good fish. Look, we can boga grip him. Oh. Good fish, good fish, good fish. Simmer down, simmer down, simmer down. Got you, got you, got you, sucker. All right, you did good. You just got it in the bottom of the mouth. Bang. So, dude, that's 3 in a row. How much is that one gonna weigh? Oh, yeah, about 14 pounds. Simmer. Nice looking fish. Like that all day long on chicken. And also, we've only caught 3 fish. Get that one back alive. But all 3 have come on this trophy cat tackle rattle. Boom. And on chicken. Get them back in the water. All right, guys, that's 3 in the boat. It's funny, 3 on chicken and 3 on that same rattle. That's kind of cool. But there's a lot of perch in here. I don't know if you can see the screen over here. That is loaded with perch. So there's a pile of those in here. Catching a few on some of my double hook rigs. Hoping there's some fish around. Like I said, there was a hit on this one rod over here, this perch head. Did not hook up. So we'll see. Gonna keep pulling through here, trying to get into some bigger fish. It's a beautiful time to be out here. Fall. It is the time to be on the water. Fish are biting, they're feeding, they're active, and we're trying to track some down here. A little bit of a breeze. We got kind of a southeasterly breeze. Just dragging through here at about half a mile an hour, about 18, 19 feet of water. See if we can stick another one. I may have a planer going. I was just getting ready to pick it up, and then I saw this rod bent. Let me tend to this one first. These are both on the perch side. They're also towards the river channel. I'm dragging some baits right up next to where the river channel's at. And that's where these both came. Got the flat over here on the starboard side, and the perch on the river channel side. We're just on the port side today. Kind of came to a big area there. Lots and lots and lots of perch in it. I'm getting away from the perch a little bit. I'm actually getting bit. That's the problem with, you get almost too much bait. And you can't have too much bait. You can be in an area that just has way too much bait. And I think that's where I've been a lot of the morning. Sometimes you got to get away from that. There's just too much for them to pick from in some areas, and that's kind of where we're at on, I think this morning. So that's why I'm trying to work my way to the fringes here of where this stuff is. And that's another one in the teens. Now the one good thing is, when you get that much bait, especially bigger bait, there's generally some decent fish around it, and we've got some decent fish around here.
in the whole scheme of things, some of the fish we've caught have been nice. So, as is this one. Simmer down. Like I said, we're not on fire for numbers, but other one right in the bottom of the mouth. My circle hooks. There we go. And now what's he gonna go? About 13 pounds. We'll take that all day long. 13, 14 pound fish. Good one. Good one. On perch. I need to check that planer board, see if it's got fish on it. I don't think it does. It ain't moving real good. Get that one back alive. Well, bang, that was a good looking fish. That one was on perch. And that one was over toward the river channel ledge, kind of where it drops into the old river channel there. Getting away from some of the bait. And that's a good thing. I really believe that sometimes you can just have too much bait around. It makes the pickings tough when you're dragging this stuff through here. So that was a good one, and happy to get that one. I'm gonna keep pulling down through here, see what happens. We're getting a little later into the day here, approaching 10 o'clock. I'm telling you, I think there's some better fishing in the middle of the day right now for whatever reason. So let's see if we can put one in the boat. All right, guys, I may have one going on this outside planer board. I seen it pop. Don't know if he's there or not. Hard to say, hard to say. We're right on a channel edge. I don't know if that one stayed hooked up. We'll see here, we'll see. May have swam into some stuff. I was sitting there fiddling with some stuff. Had to take a call. Board went, had to finish the call. It's tough fishing, and yep, he's still there. If I don't get into this planer, man, they're starting to bite. Are they starting to bite, or is it time of day? I'm telling you, I think time of day plays a part right now. Dang, that's a little bitty fish. I thought that fish hammered that board back. Wow. I was like, dang, that's a good fish, and wow, that's a heartbreaker. Oh, he's bigger than that. Get him back. All right, guys, that wasn't what I expected. That really hammered that board good. I thought that was a bigger fish than what it was, just a little channel cat, but another one on perch. We're starting to get a couple on perch, maybe because they're closer to that river channel over there. And again, we're getting away from the bait, so the bite rate's picking up a little bit. So happy with that. Gonna keep pulling through here, see what's working down through here. Again, getting later and later. Seems like we're catching more and more fish the later it gets. And that's just the way it goes sometimes. The fishing has done that the past couple of guide trips out here. It's gotten better later in the day. So gonna continue to get away from some of this stuff. You can look at the screen now. Nowhere near as much stuff on the screen right here. We still got a little bit of stuff in there, but it's not packed up like it was with the perch. So I think getting away from some of that bait may be a good thing. So see what we can get down through here. Guys, this rod here may be a going. It's a chicken bait. He is there. I don't think it's a giant, but we got a fish. We got us a fish. Get it up here, get it in here. Now you may be wondering, guys, we're catching a lot of fish on the planer boards. Now, with that said, keep in mind 2/3 of the rods we have out are on planer boards. But we get a lot of them on there. That one good fish earlier was straight out the back, but I like having them out, like covering the water, like getting that area like we got here all the way from over near the channel edge back up here onto this flat. Guess what? Guess what? This is on. Is he hooked good enough to lift in? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Good old channel cat. Guess what it's on? Good looking cat. Good looking channel too. It's a nice one, Fire Lake. Get him back alive. But look what it's on.
trophy cat rattle. Thing's working today for whatever reason. Catching some fish on it. It's on the chicken side. We've had a lot of fish on chicken, so that probably helps. But working on that one. Let's get it back in the water. Catch some fish. Yeah, guys, sometimes you have to run from the bait. It's that double-edged sword. It's that fine line between being in an area that's got bait, that's holding fish, and being in an area that has too much. It's a good problem to have, I guess you could say. A lot of places don't have that. A lot of places you don't really get that option. It may be a place where you're, looking for some bait that's pulling some fish in. But our lakes are pretty fertile, and we've actually got a lake south of here that's even worse. Worse, better, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, sometimes you got to get away from it. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is get on the fringes. And it can be a good formula for targeting fish and pinpointing down where some hungry fish are. A lot of times when they got all this bait around, well, they got plenty to eat. So anyway, it kind of is what it is. It's a good problem to have, but sometimes you got to deal with it and get away from them, and that's what we're trying to do here today, and it's working out. All right, guys, getting over to some barren ground. I ain't got nothing on the sonar, but I might have a fish on this rod. It's a perch one. Yeah, getting over here to some barren ground. Not seeing anything much on the sonar except what appears to be catfish arches. The bait is disappearing and some of the better arches are showing up, so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. I think that may be the magic ticket today, is run from the bait. Run from the bait. Run from the bait fish. He's on top of the water already. Planer board. Again, this was his own Apache. We'll take that all day long, Jack. We will take that all day long. Not a monster, but we'll take him. He's on top of the water. Get back down. There you go. Get underwater. I don't like fish on top of the water. Too easy for him to throw that head, throw that hook, especially if it's not a good solid hookup. That's a smaller fish. He may even be liftable. Maybe not. They get bigger closer to the boat. Top of them blues out there, they look a lot smaller. When you get them up here next to the boat and they grow a couple pounds. Nursing him up here. Oh yeah, he's a little bigger. Get him up here on the boat. Boga gripping. There he is. Oh, what is up with these things and the throat hooking today? There we go. Simmer down, sister. Simmer down, Sally. Now he's hooked in the corner of the mouth. Thought he might be throat hooked, but he is hooked in the corner of the mouth. And well, I don't know, it might have popped. Let me get my pliers. Yeah, he did get throat hooked. There we go. Suck, simmer, simmer, simmer. And we're fine. Pretty fish. Pretty fish. Not the biggest of the day, but he came to see us and he gets to go back. There you go, guys. Two fish back to back, right close together. Couldn't even get that second rod out. And we're into an area where we're away from all the bait. Water depth hadn't changed that much. It's just for whatever reason there was a concentration of bait for a long stretch there, and it was tough to catch fish. And that can happen. Sometimes when you're like, man, I need bait, where's some bait at? I'm gonna throw my net and catch some. But this time of the year, we've got so much of this year's hatch, the little bitty ones, massive schools of that, that these perch, crappie, spotted bass are feeding on, even the small catfish. And then you've got the bigger fish that are feeding on the perch, the crappie, the bass, the small catfish. So there's a lot of food around. So it can be tough. That's why I think sometimes you got to get away from it, as long as you're still marking fish. So if you can find that magic combination, that sweet spot, it's a good combination to have, especially here in the fall. We're starting to get into late fall here. Stuff's all over the place, bait's all over the place. The one good thing is there's not a lot of it in the river channel, so it makes fishing a little bit easier for people, even the people that are bank fishing. So it's a good time to be out here. Some things complicated, that always happens, but that's fishing. So if you get a chance to get out, get out in the water, go catch some fish. Well, folks, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Here are a couple more videos that I think you're gonna like. I'd watch that one and then that one. No, do that one first and then that one. I don't know, just watch them both. They're both good.